Hey guys, it's Steven Galaso here at Tim Daly Nissan in Southtown. That's South Jordan, Utah. Currently we have two brand new 2018 Nissan Leafs in stock. They're both the S model, or the S trim level. This one right here is the deep blue pearl. I personally love this color. Looks really good. You're going to notice that they both have the quick charge package. The one on the right is set up for your 110, 120, or the level 2, which is 220, 240 charging, which is what it's doing right now. That'll charge this car completely in about 5 to 6 hours, depending on how depleted it is, and depending, of course, on the amps. The one on the left, now that's your quick charger. Not all of them come with that. The reason not all of them come with that, obviously it's a much more expensive system. It is much quicker. It will charge you from 0 to about 80% in about 40 minutes, give or take. So if you're running around town and need a little extra boost, you can quickly stop at your nearest Nissan store, plug it in for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. Should be enough to get you home. You're going to notice the new Nissan Leaf has a 40 kilowatt battery. The 2016-2017s had a 30 kilowatt, and the previous ones had 24. Of course, with a bigger battery comes longer range. This one does have an estimated 150 miles. I have yet to test it out. I know on my old one I had a 24 kilowatt, and the most I ever got was about high 90s. Really nice advantage to have a bigger battery pack. Of course, it's not as big as the Teslas or the Bolt, but it is at a much lower price point. This one, even with the quick charge package and the all-weather package, you're looking at an MSRP of about $32,900. Now keep in mind, guys, this is before all the rebates. There are tons of rebates on electric vehicles. You're not going to spend anywhere near the 30s for something like this. So if you want to save a lot of money on gas and drive around a very fun car, this is it. Alright, so I ran it through the wash real quick just to get it presentable. As you can see, this one is the deep blue pearl. I think it looks great, but again, that's personal preference. You can get whatever color you want. Let's just talk about the car right now. They do come standard with the Nissan Intelligent Key, which is great. You just keep the key in your pocket. When you approach the vehicle, you hit the button right over here. Once to open this door, twice to open up all the doors. So if you have kids, if you're dumping things in the back, in the trunk, by all means, the trunk will open as well. All 5 doors will open with the double push of that button. That way you never need to take the key out of your pocket. Just leave it in there. You'll never lose the key either. Alright, now that we're in the car, a couple things that I notice. Now again, keep in mind, this review is coming from a Nissan salesperson. So I have been selling cars for Nissan for the past 5.5 years. So I tend to be a little bit on the bias side. Also, I have been a Nissan Leaf owner for the last 3.5 years. And yeah, a lot of the comparing I will be doing is to the car that I'm currently driving. And one of the things I notice is a lot of this is very similar, and I like that. I like that it doesn't change too much. Everything's pretty similar. People tend to buy what they're familiar with, but they do like newer things. They do like modern enhancements on the vehicle as well, like the steering wheel, for example. I like the buttons, I like the layout. It's very similar to what you'll find in the new Rogue, which is one of the top selling cars in America right now. Alright, so the screen is bigger, well, compared to mine. Mine's a 2013. I believe the 16s and the 17s are about the same size. So down here you'll find the automatic climate control. If you don't use that and you have it, use it. A lot of people have it, but they don't know how to use it. It's awesome. You just set the temperature you want the car to get to, and it does a phenomenal job at getting there and keeping it there for you. Push button ignition, you hit the brake and you push the start button. As long as the key is in the vehicle, it will start. Alright, you'll notice that on the display here, you have your speed on the right. That's different. You didn't have that on the older ones. It was more of a digital layout. Over here, it does tell you your range. Now, the car's supposed to get about 150. It says 187 right there. And we are at still 100% battery. Keep in mind, when I purchased mine back in 2014, it would say 109, 107. but I never got more than about 97, 98, something like that. So I always like to tell people, look, whatever number you're seeing on there, take 10% off just to be on the conservative side. So it wouldn't surprise me if this car actually does get to about 160 or so, depending on how you're driving it. All right, so back down here, the shifter is the same. Down for drive, up for reverse. Eco button tends to give you a little bit better range. So I just hit the Eco button and that went all the way up to 198. So that's pretty cool if I could actually get anywhere close to that. Let's put it in park now. All right, this is the e-pedal. The e-pedal is completely new this year. All right, what the e-pedal does is it basically gives you a lot more regenerative braking, but it uses that to recharge the battery, which is awesome. That's why you get better range in the city than you do in the highway. And with the e-pedal, they've made it and they've designed it to the way where you can just drive using that. And I have. This is not the first time I'm behind the wheel of a Leaf. I did get a chance to drive one last month. And I was able to do a whole test drive route just using the e-pedal, not the brake. Now the brake is still there. All right, that's for emergencies, or actually, yeah, just emergencies, because the e-pedal, if you depress it completely, it will come to a complete stop. So good to know. Anyways, let's go for a quick drive and kind of give my opinion about how the car feels compared to other vehicles, and again, compared to the one I have been driving. This is the S model, by the way. So there's a couple with a lot more fancy features, like, you know, navigation, bigger screen, leather seats, Pro Pilot Assist. I'll talk about that later. That's the one that the one I drove last month had a Pro Pilot Assist. I was able to use that, and I'll give my review on it as well. And this particular one, again, is the S with the charge package and the cold weather package. So you're going to see the heated steering wheel. We live in Utah, so that is amazing. Again, heated seats as well, and the mirrors are heated as well. So as soon as I let go of the brake, it does accelerate just like any other car, just like my Leaf does. Very smooth car. Again, there's no noise. If you've been driving a Leaf, if you've driven an electric car, you know the feeling. Very, very smooth transition. There's no transmission, so when you accelerate, it's just a constant flow of power. There's no transmission, so no gear shifts. There's no jerking or shift shock, as we call it. Probably the smoothest drive you'll ever have. Now I'm letting go of the accelerator, and it, with just eco mode on, it does tend to glide pretty well. Not like the one I've been driving. I feel like the one I've been driving pulls you back a little bit more. It uses more of that regenerative braking. This one's designed to be a little bit more smoother. Kind of feel like a regular car, which is good. I like that, because some people don't like how it pulls you back. Some people just rather drive with it normal. If you are using the regenerative braking, yes, it will definitely pull you back. Unfortunately, we're coming across a little bit of traffic here, but I'm going to push the e-pedal on, and I'm not hitting the brake or anything. I am coming to a complete stop just by hitting the e-pedal. So again, when I said I hit the e-pedal, that's when I put it on, or engaged it, I should say, and I let go of the accelerator, and it did come to a complete stop. Now pressing the throttle completely, you can definitely hear it take off. Definitely squeals the tires. Great acceleration, great pickup. It may only have 147 horsepower, but it has 236 pound-feet of torque. It may not sound like a huge number, but that's comparable to about the same torque that an Audi 2.0 turbo has, or the Nissan Murano V6. So lots of pep, of course. And it's been said, people buy horsepower, but they drive torque. When you hit the gas pedal or the accelerator, and you can feel that car take off, that's torque, not horsepower. Now, I know we're talking about power, but this is not the type of vehicle you buy if you're looking for a sports car. Although the overall package that you get, the economy or the fuel economy. I hate saying fuel economy because it's an electric car, but you get the gist. Plus performance, plus versatility. This is a great vehicle. I mean, if you're watching, it is mainly designed to be a vehicle to get you around, not have to worry about gas. Now, that's a huge convenience. I gotta say, it's nice that whenever I step in my car, I always have a full charge. In the mornings, if I plugged it in overnight, or if I'm at work and I have it plugged in, it's nice that I don't have to worry about making a stop at the gas station. Alright, as I had mentioned earlier, I have been driving a Leaf for about 3.5 years. One of the things I love the most about it is its handling. Now keep in mind, this car has all of its batteries underneath your seat, so a very low center of gravity. Definitely makes for better handling. I did mention I had the chance last month to drive a Leaf with the ProPilot Assist. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I've driven cars with the lane departure prevention and lane departure warning. It's not the same thing. ProPilot Assist combines the intelligent cruise control that's offered in other Nissans, so where it keeps you at a safe distance between you and the car in front of you while you're using cruise control. But it also keeps you in the middle of the lane. Now, other lane departure preventions I've used, for example, if you're drifting off to the end right here, it'll kind of nudge you back a bit. Not the ProPilot. ProPilot will actually keep you in the middle, rather than like a lane bouncing system. It does a great job at just keeping you in the middle. Go this way, that's fine. Alright guys, this is Taylor. This is the first time she is driving a Leaf.
Yeah.
Alright, go and take a left right up there. So you have the E-pedal on, right? You're not using the brake?
Yeah. And it just stops. And it's not like an abrupt stop either. It's like a slow, like...
Gradual,
nice stop.
Nice. You can go.
Oh God.
Floor it.
No. We're gonna fucking die. We're gonna die.
So, how was that acceleration?
Really nice.
Okay, sweet. Was it what you were expecting?
No. I don't. It's like, it's weird though, because I'm not used to not pressing on the brake. So, like, when it, I don't know. Like, going into traffic like that was weird.
Sweet. Full U-turn here.
U-turn in this thing?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Oh, how do I slowly U-turn? Oh God.
Alright.
Oh, that was crazy.
Alright, so first impression, what do you think?
I like it.
Did you drive something like this?
Yeah, it's different, but I get used to it.
The whole E-pedal thing, some people worry about because it's changing the way you're driving, you're not using your brake anymore. I mean, it's there. It's not like it's not there. But is it easy to get used to?
Yeah.
Nice. So this is to give you a little bit of a perspective of the old one next to the new one. They've made the front definitely a lot more mainstream. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. It looks a lot like the Versa Note, and the Versa Note's always looked good. It's not been a bad looking car. I'm not so sure what I think about the back compared with the old one. But again, you don't buy a Leaf because of its performance or looks. You buy it because you want to save a lot of money on gas and you want to go green. So there you have it, guys. That is my review of the 2018 Leaf. I know I left a lot of things out. Feel free to write comments, leave me questions. If I don't know the answer, I will do my best to find it. And stay tuned. I might do another one on the SL or SV trim level as soon as we get one in. Thanks for watching.